Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. legacy. With all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL, man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And the pass hits, picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really make it.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And how about this matchup we'll see today between 2 tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, 2 guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these 2 dudes can make the most plays today?
They go to the ground. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things.
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Bringing it back, it's White. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gives him the big stiff arm. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Morse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bruins! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll try it over the left side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits it.
Got a lot of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense set on first down. Using his legs, it's Morse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Unleashes one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Leaves it with the back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a kid.
Oh, they knock it free. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might as well stick with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On the ground. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Good enough for a first down.
He wants to throw. Fires on the move. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution.
Can anyone catch him? And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down line.
So no room to run there. You wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quick completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This offense has a second down play. Defense in press coverage. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bruins will call on their punt team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting normal.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense
open runway ahead. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Burns. Running with, he is smashing people. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They give it to him again. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to slam in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He finds his man. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morse. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves tricky.
Touchdown, UCLA! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. 1st down for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. After after the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Burns. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
UCLA 17.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. Offense at an empty set. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular.